Hey there, Libra Sun, Libra Moon, Libra Rising. Welcome to your reading for the week of June 11th through, June 5th through the 11th. We've got Venus changing signs this week on Monday the 5th. Oh, you get a bonus card. And then we have Pluto backing up out of the air sign of Aquarius into Capricorn. Ooh. And Mercury is going to move home into Gemini, so out of Earth into air. Your overall energy is a little difficult. You've got a change happening. You feel like you've lost something. Let's get into what it is before you have the card of, this is a Kipper deck, and we have the Thief with Despair, which means something. That doesn't mean an actual like monetary thing has been lost. I think it's feels like an opportunity that you feel like was yours and you aren't going to get it because we have the card of a message. And so it feels almost as though like we're vying for a particular spot or something and somebody else got it. So for instance, when I was going through the process of getting accepted into the dietetics program, there were only 18 spots available and I was number 19. And so, but that being said, somebody dropped out and I did get in. And so I wouldn't worry. If it's meant for you, you'll get it. And if it's not, I really want to remind you that rejection is protection. It is redirection. And so sometimes what we think we want isn't necessarily for our best and highest good. I have to tell you, none of your cards here look bad. Oh, here you go. The card of luck in the action. So whatever it is that you think you've lost, either you're going to receive notification that you're getting, so maybe something was lost, money or whatever, and it's going to be returned to you. Money could be lost, like, I don't know, some bill that you had to pay that you really didn't have to pay, or some court case or whatever, because you do have the card of change, and change can go in either direction, and I almost feel as though the change is moving in your favor, and maybe whatever this is energy that is leaving, and what is coming in is a message of change, because in the area of your resources you have the fish, which means you have abundance and you do have resources. And with it comes these birds, but the birds here are the owls. And so this is knowledge, this is wisdom, this is intuition. So whatever has happened, you learned something valuable from it. You either learned what you were capable of, what you were capable of overcoming, or how to do things different or better in the future. But in some way, there is a change coming in, and there's a message that comes with it. It's being delivered in the area. Look, you got the healing card in the area of where you've been. So I feel like this is the past, and the change is coming, and there's going to be a notification of this change, because we have the lilies, which represent healing in the energy of where you have been seeking information. So there's a situation. I don't think that this is something you aren't aware of. I feel like it's the energy that has already passed. I'm going to go ahead and pull one of these oracle cards here to go with this before I go any further. In the heart space, the key to the situation is the cross. And the cross is a challenging card. There's no way to put that, but that is in your heart. And I feel like the challenge has been for you, it's a burden that you carried into your heart. For some of you, Libra, it could be that you lost a significant other through divorce, and then you are going to get the documentation that is complete. Maybe you were wanting to go buy a house and you didn't get the house you wanted, but maybe there's a new one on the horizon. But this change is coming through some kind of a notification. So check your email and check your snail mail and see what's going on. But I really love your cards. You have to surround yourself with love. So when you have at the key to the situation, this card of burden, but it can also be spiritual transformation. It could be either. When you have this and it says surround yourself with love, then I think the most important thing for you to do is to count your blessings. So look for the opportunities, to see where things are working in your favor, to take that in as a recognition of what is going on in your life and what is going on in your world, and really lean into that. In the area of transformation, you have the receiving card of the feminine, and she is patiently waiting for the opportunity. So something is coming to you. There is a shift. There is a change. And I feel like all you have to do is trust that you are being directed onto your path, because what is the action you have to take? Just wait for the good luck. Be open to receiving what is coming in. And again, there's another card of intuition here and what to anchor into. So trust the guidance and the knowledge. And this is also has to do with cycles. The moon has to do with cycles. And we just came off of a full moon. Next week we have a new moon. And the new moon is in a fellow air sign, is the fellow air sign of Gemini, and I'll get more into that when I do the next readings for next week. But that is another new moon that is also has a very long span of time that it's covering before it becomes a full moon. Because I think this is happening because we are definitely closing out a major chapter in the planet. And in our own personal lives, because as above, so below, as within, so without, as in the microcosm, so is the macrocosm. And so as the energy around us is shifting and making these changes, we are as well. And you have the South Node moving into your sign, wrapping things up for you, letting some stuff go to create space for new things. And so when things don't come to you the way you think they should, it's because it's not meant for you. But if you will open yourself up to receiving the abundance and the guidance and the wisdom and the intuition, the knowledge and the information that you need, if you will trust the universe, it is on its way. The struggle has been trying to figure out which way to go. We have the compass, which really makes me think this has to do with as the nodes are shifting and you feel things slipping away, right? When the South Node goes through our sign, it feels like things are slipping away. Friendships or jobs or wherever you think big changes happen. And when we fight to try to stay in the same place, that's when we create the most difficulty. If we open ourselves up and allow ourselves to go with the flow, release the burden and trust the process, and then we fall into the bed of clover here. In the heart space, we have the dog. Is the dog of loyalty. He wants to play. Are you having fun? Are you enjoying those around you that want to be with you, right? Surround yourself with love. And here in the area of what has been kind of blocked for you is the heart. And so it's this energy right here. And so are you allowing yourself to receive the love of those that really care about you and open up and receiving of the opportunities and what is coming forward for you. And so I think this week, which has some interesting energy, I gotta say, the weekend looks tough. It does. Follow me on Facebook to get all the details on that. But I do think that, you know, if you're going to get out and enjoy your friends, that Friday night would be better than to make plans over the weekend. That being said, if you're feeling like you're depressed, then maybe getting out with friends on the weekend would be better to lift your spirits, because it's really some touchy, difficult energy. So what do you have here? This is called harmony. There's a need to bring yourself back into balance, into harmony. This card here, it has a little Zen retreat here, and he's meditating up in the mountains, and he's away from the world. He's gotten away from the world to bring himself back into harmony. And so that might be what you really need to spend time on. So harmony lives in a lodge of balance and equilibrium between the physical and spiritual aspects of your life. That talking to Libra about balance and harmony makes me giggle. Okay. You know what's interesting too is Venus moves into fire sign, which is a really great energy of choice for you when she moves into Leo. This is a very supportive energy. She's going to spend the next 4 months there. She'll be there until October 10th, which happens during your sun sign season. and that 1010 gateway. And we're going to be journeying with her over on Facebook. So come along. If you are struggling a little, you might find that very beneficial. It's free, so just come and check it out. If it's not for you, you haven't lost anything, right? Okay, so the link for that is in the description box below. For there to be harmony, there must be balance. Imagine yourself as the hub of a sacred wheel, standing in the center. This wheel must function every day of your life. If you imagine that the south is your physical self, the west your emotional self, the north your spiritual self, and the east your mental self, you will see that you can stand in an ancient wheel of truth. Consider whether you spend as much time in the physical south as you do in the spiritual north. Are they in balance? Are they in harmony? Reflect on whether you spend more time in your emotions, which is the west, than you do in your mind, which is the east. Adjust your daily life by being aware of your actions and behavior patterns to incorporate equal effort in all directions so that your wheel will function in perfect harmony. That's this healing energy here. It's also with the compass here, north, south, east, west on there. Very interesting to me. So this morning when I was putting on my makeup, I already had my contacts in, and apparently I hit it with some of the mascara, and every once in a while it gets right in front of me and I can't read. So that's why there's like that pause. Sorry about that. Don't want to take it out because it's a pain in the butt. But this isn't working either, so maybe I will. All right. Nurture and care for yourself this week. Do the things you need to do. Balance your emotions. Don't get too much into your mind. That's probably what do you have to do to bring it all back into peace and into harmony? And so where it looks like you guys are having some kind of an emotional struggle this week, we have a lot of emotional cards here. I think the antidote is if you are miserable and sitting in the corner by yourself, call up your friends and go do something fun. Maybe get up and go for a walk, move your energy. Do you have a hobby or a passion that you really enjoy? Even if you're not in the mood for it, go ahead and start it, and then see how you feel after a few minutes of doing it, right? Sometimes when I get really out of sorts and I really don't have the energy to do much of anything, I have a coloring book. I don't have to think. I just sit there and color, and then I start to feel better just playing with the crayons. So whatever works for you, find a way to incorporate a little bit of joy this week and to bringing things back into balance and into harmony. All right, you guys take really good care of yourselves, and I'll talk to you again soon.